Hello, just another relaxing video, and this is part 2 of the Joe Malone Marmalade collection, which is part of the British Fate collection, or that was on the advertisements after my first order, and loving those perfumes so much, especially the elderflower cordial. I couldn't resist ordering these three as well to try. And I know Blackberry Bay, this is a well-known cologne from Joe Malone, and this has blackberry, grapefruit, vetiver, cedarwood, and I always find it a really smooth fragrance, so I was quite happy to see this pop up, and I've got it on my hand now. It has an element of the fruitiness, but it also does have the greenness, which is the vetiver and cedarwood in it. And as I say, it reminds me almost of you're out in the woods and you're sipping on a blackberry drink, and there's a smoothness. I'm not sure I get the grapefruit that's meant to be in it so much, but it's a really gorgeous fragrance, so I was happy to get that in this bottle. And as you can see, they've paid attention to details as well. I love the artwork, lovely blackberries on top. And the next one I couldn't wait to try was Tangy Rhubarb. And my first impressions, I've written down some of the notes. I got broken rhubarb stems and just this amazing greenness. And eventually I got the edible rhubarb side. It's not quite as tart as I expected. I've sprayed that on my arm. It's more green on my skin, and I feel as if I get the leaves, the prickly leaves, that you can get round them, and as I say, the stems, it's very green, very, very beautiful. I get a hint of the orange that they say is in it, and I do smell the cedarwood, but it is almost as if you're roaming around in a garden, and they say overgrown garden and prickly leaves as well, but it's so lovely, and a very earthy green fragrance, if that's the sort of fragrance you like. On top of here you've got the leaf of the rhubarb, and of course the lovely stems, and they're a lovely that's a lovely scent memory as well, because I haven't actually got any in the garden, but there's so many places that my grandparents and they used to grow it, and my mum and dad, I think they're still growing theirs, and sometimes they hand some over for us to have and cook and turn into like a nice jam and things like that. But it's a nice scent. I shouldn't say scent memory really, because it's still obviously something that we have at different times of the year. And the last fragrance, just checking that I said everything I wanted to say about that one. It's very green. That's the main thing I get from it, fresh and green, with that bit of rhubarb that is quite tart but not as sharp as I thought it would be. Strangely enough, as I said before, the orange peel fragrance was actually sharper on my skin at the beginning, and I'll say which ones I'm going to keep of this set in a minute as well. Now, of these, this latest order, last but not least by any means, was this Rose Blush Cologne. As you can see, they've got the pretty rose at the top, and that's what the bottle looks like. Really like the ceramic look of it. I haven't got the sticker off, but I've worn that a few times, and this, I've written down here, wow, that was my first reaction. And it's fresh roses with a lovely sweetness and lightness as well. And I've written here, I was in that yes mode. I was just so happy with it. I've got it on my hand now, and it's got a zesty sort of sparkliness to it, but it has got a bit of greenness. It's also got a bit of lovely sweetness, and it says here it has basil, lychee, white musk, and it's rose. It's meant to be rose petals in a delectable jelly. Some have likened it to Turkish Delight. On me, it's a bit more fresh and green, there is still the sweetness, which is nice. It's nice they've managed that, and I'm really enjoying that one. It is. I think that's a lovely floral fragrance, and I love rose though. Rose is one of the things that I just can't get enough of at all. And what I'll do is I will show you the set now. So here's the set, and it's actually in order of my favourite ones. So you can see straight away Elderflower Cordial. As I said in my previous video, this is so gorgeous. It's sweet, it's delicate, it has a powderiness to it, a fruitiness to it, and it's a really, really lovely fragrance. It's even got gooseberries in it as well, and it's just lovely. Really enjoy it. And my next favourite is Rose Blush, as we've just mentioned, and Blackberry and Bay, and then Tangy Rhubarb and Orange Peel Cologne. Though I actually do like those as well, but I have to really feel I love a fragrance, and although part of me wants to keep them as a set, I also think I want to make sure I keep what I actually use. And I think the orange peel I really liked, but the initial blast was very sharp on me. The settling of it was nice though, so I might part ways, either swap or sell that one on. The Tangy Rhubarb I might have to let go, although as I smell my arm, the greenness of it, it's lovely. It's actually quite unique. They haven't just added sweetness to that one so much either. It really has a fresh greenness to it that will sort of wake you up if you need that burst. So that's kind of tempting me, but I said in the first place when I got these, because they are a massive treat, I could keep 3, and well, I actually thought I'd probably just like one of them, but as I say, these two have really knocked my socks off, and I just think they're gorgeous, gorgeous fragrances. Fruity floral and rose, sweetness and green for the rose blush. But what a lovely, lovely set. I enjoyed the previous release. I can't remember the actual name. Yellow Hibiscus was a lovely bright fragrance, but I didn't feel I had to buy that one. But I'm so glad I went for these ones and found some real treasures in them. I hope everyone's well, and I hope you're having a lovely time. I don't know if it's still on, but you do get the tin if you purchase a couple of the fragrances, and I'm trying to remember the code. Might be summer fate, something like that. Hopefully it's still there if anyone is tempted to order. And yes, there's lots of ways to enjoy your lovely fragrances. I always go through things like top cashback as well, and yeah, it's just a way to make it a bit easier. But yeah, they're absolutely wonderful, and this is meant to be about fragrances. I'm starting to talk about the ways of making it a bit easier to purchase these lovely luxuries. But as I say, hope everyone is well, and I will be back as soon as I can with a new video, and just a nice chilled out relaxing scent video. Take care, bye.